Hey, what's up guys? This is Melo from Made Out of Metal. I am here back online for you guys, and for those I didn't see yet this year, I wish you a very happy new year 2023. But let's go back in time for a little bit, if you don't mind, in 2022, because the track that I was just listening now in the intro of this video was from this traditional heavy metal album from a German band called Lucifer, and it was out in 2022 and I totally missed it, and I just wanted to share with you guys. If you don't have listened to that gem yet, please correct it. Don't do the same mistake as I did, because if I discovered this album earlier last year, it would for sure had its spot in my top ranking, top 40 albums, metal albums of the year. So I wanted just to correct this mistake from yours truly, and it's the album Iron Shackles. And it's absolutely amazing. So I struggled a little bit to find the vinyl, but in the end I finally got it, and it's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. It comes with a blood red vinyl that goes with the artwork of the album. It's totally amazing. It's traditional heavy metal, but on that track, you have the impression to be like in Berlin in 1988. Listening to some goth metal, from that time, and it's absolutely fantastic. So this is one of my latest acquisitions in vinyl that I got in my collection. So on that point, I will talk about several stuff, new releases that just came out this week, this Friday, the 13th of January 2023. But first, as I am discussing with you my latest acquisition in vinyl, I recommend you listen to that. It's a one-man band from the UK, Die Listless Heart. It's some melodic doom, if you will. It's a very, very atmospheric, perfect artwork. Look at this; it's fucking gorgeous. So I just wanted to present to you, some of my latest acquisition. This one is amazing. So Die Listless Heart, for those who like melodic doom, very melancholic. I really strongly recommend you dig into that album. Also on vinyl, I got myself, the new Summerlands album. It's as well, traditional heavy metal, but more maybe in the 80s, with a poppy maybe character on that sound, but it's absolutely great as well. There's really great tracks on that one, and it's absolutely fantastic if you love this genre. One of my latest acquisitions. And finally, I'm so happy I got this one. I ordered this one a couple of months ago when I discovered the album. It was in my ranking, I think in the top 10 spot, or maybe top 8, I don't remember exactly, but this is High Command. It's let's say a progressive thrash, maybe crossover with different genres, but I absolutely love the artwork, and this album is absolutely fantastic, and it's one piece that I'm very happy to have in my collection. Really, I love this album. I can spin it for from the morning into the evening, without getting bored. This just to tell you that how great this album is. The album from High Command. The title of the album is Eclipse of the Dual Moons. Absolutely great. Recommend it if you don't know this album yet. Now, from a piece of let's say raw black metal, I talked to you about this album very quickly in a new releases video last year, in the end of the year. It's Black Beast with the album Arctic Darkness. The artwork says it all. If you love your black metal, sounding very creepy, very cold, very raw production, but great anyway. Listen to that in a cabin in the woods, with good fireplace over there, drinking champagne maybe with your beloved, well, maybe not, just on your own, and just relaxing and having such a good time. So this is Black Beast. It's absolutely great for an album. I just love it, and you can see the members of the band in the inlay of the vinyl, and strongly recommended this one as well. One of my latest acquisitions in my collection. Also, this one, it took me 3 months to have it. I don't know, maybe a lack of production, or I don't know, but the album from Campfire, that was in my top black metal album, and also in my generic ranking. I think it was there. The latest Campfire album, so it's a folky Norwegian black metal. It's absolutely great. I strongly recommend you have it too. It comes with a totally transparent vinyl. It's great. One of my favorite black metal albums of the year as well. I started, to dig into the old stuff, and I discovered Bathory. I've not been in heavy metals since so long ago, so I'm digging a little bit in the past, and I totally fell in love with Bathory. Viking black metal. I could, get the this one. I'm so happy I have it under the sign of the Black Mask. Yeah, well, the purest of yourselves, I think the Bathory, and of course you know this album. It's not the only one. I also have Hammerheart, one of my favorites so far of the discography of Bathory. And the third one I got, because I just love it, it's Twilight of the Gods in my collection as well. So 3 albums of Bathory. I'm super happy to have them in my collection. Before mentioning to you my selection of the best releases of this week, let's go back in time a little bit in 2022, because there are a couple of black albums that I forgot to mention, and because I just discovered them right now, like this week, and I just wanted to share them with you because if I had discovered those albums on time last year, they would maybe ended up in my ranking, and also especially in my selection of the best black metals album of the year. So let's go for it. Let's rewind to 2022 for a couple of minutes. Satanic Warmaster is a Finnish band that produce, you get it, some black metal, really pure traditional black metal from from Scandinavia or that part of the world, because Finland is not part of Scandinavia. Yeah, I know. They're coming back this year. Well, they did come back in this 2022. So last year, at the very end of the year, with a 6th studio album. You have to know that the previous one released back in 2014. So it took them 8 years to come up with a new album, and apparently the fans were really eager to put their ears on that one. And I don't know why they had this idea of releasing this album so late in the year. It was out on the 17th of December, and by the time I did my selection for December in my previous video that was not very popular, I have to say. Well, you don't care about December albums, right? You don't care about what releases in December. And so that also emphasizes my question there. Why do some bands release their albums so late in the year? Because this one is just amazing. It's really clearly one of the best black metal albums of 2022, and most of the people just passed it and just don't know even it exists, maybe because it was released just 1 week before Christmas. What the fuck, man? This album is great. It's the album Amon Gander. It's 6 tracks for 37 minutes. It's absolutely a great black metal album in the tradition, of these Norwegian, Finnish, Swedish black metal bands. It's released under the label Werewolf Records, and so it's their 6th album. And the vinyl will be available later in 2023. So this one, believe me, is really high situated on my on my checklist, for my future vinyl acquisitions, because I'm telling you, man, this album is just a pure gem. It's one of the best black metal albums of last year. So yeah, a special message for if you are part of a band, please, especially if you deliver so great music, such a great album, don't release it in December, or maybe very in the early December, but fuck, not 1 week before Christmas. This one is just amazing. So that was one of the things that I missed in black metal last year, but I also wanted to tell you about the one that follows. We are here in Singapore with the band Rudra, and Rudra produce some folky black and death metal, I would say. They have been on the scene since 1994 with the first album in 1998. This is the 10th album in the name of 8 Mahavidas. It was released even worse, 2 days before Christmas on the 22nd of December, and I just discovered it this past week. So what can we say? Why do those bands, especially bands like that, because it's a band apparently really well known in the industry, and why do they wait for late December? I don't get it. If you have an explanation on the subject, maybe I want to know. I want to know. So it was released on the Awakening Records. It's 8 tracks for nearly an hour, 58 minutes. 58 minutes long, and 10th album. It's absolutely great. You can feel, there and there on this album, really the folk influence, of Singapore there in their heart, and they are very good at what they do, and love the artwork as well. Blah blah blah. You know the drill. This is my second album that I missed last year in 2022. I don't know what you think about the rebranding of my channel, but since I changed the brand of my channel, Made Out of Metal now, I almost gained 100 of new subscribers in 1 month. Wow, what's happening, man? Maybe if I go in that direction, maybe I will clear my goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. So I say it, this is my goal for this year. I want to end up this year with 1,000 of you guys part of the Made Out of Metal community, and I really take the opportunity to thank you guys for the new ones of you who joined the channel, and I really highly appreciate it. And I just can't tell, you have no idea such a great feeling it is, to receive a lot of comments on my videos, and saying that oh hey, I'm from Colombia, I love what you do, hey, hi from Texas, this is absolutely fantastic. So please, if you watch this channel, if you watch this video, and if you decide to subscribe to my channel, please leave us a message in one of the videos and introduce yourself, saying that your age, because I like to know the average age of my community, and also where you are, and I like to know where my videos are watched, and it's so great. A lot of people from South America have been new subscribers these past weeks. So hi to you guys. I hope that you are well, and thanks for subscribing. And that was just a quick word. Just feel free to to comment my videos, because it's really great. I always answer to each one of you, and that's great. Keep growing, keep Made Out of Metal growing. Now it's time for me to talk to you about my 7 albums that I choose for this week. 6 or 7, maybe I will skip a couple of them. But let's start with a no miss. I'm talking about this one.
That's my great mountains.
Gra. I don't know if you have to say that because I think it's a word in Swedish because this is a Swedish band. It's Gra, G-R-A. Gras in French means fat, even if it doesn't write like that, but I don't know. It's Gras anyway, with an A, with an accent. The album's title is Lycaon, and it was released on the 30th of January, so this Friday, under Avant-Garde Music. It's 8 tracks for 35 minutes. It's black metal from Sweden, and it's their 4th album. Their 3rd one was released back in 2018. I gotta say that it's the first big slap in my face personally, and if it starts like that for black metal for 2023, man, what can we expect? We are just in the beginning of the year, and this is not the only great release of this week, because look at what follows. Well, more. Take a listen. In Germany with a band called Leipa, same, I don't know if I pronounce it well, but it's a black metal band from Germany. They come from Bavaria. It's their 2nd album. Their previous one, Sisyphus, was released a couple of years ago in 2021. They are now back here with a 2nd full-length album in the name of Reue. I don't know, Reue. If you are German, please let me know what that means in the comments down below. It's 7 tracks for 39 minutes. It was released this Friday as well, the 13th of January, under Noisebringer Records. It's absolutely fantastic. It's one of the best black metal I heard. I was going to say this year, but it's just the first week of releases. But yeah, it's an absolutely phenomenal black metal album, because it can be very violent, very harsh, but in the same time you have some really calm moments, even like the intro, for example, and it's very melodic at times as well, and I just love it. I ordered the vinyl, I couldn't resist, so these two vinyls on their way for my collection, and well, what a year it's gonna be for black metal again, man. And believe it or not, it's not the only 2. I still have a 3rd one for you. I'm talking about this one. Oh my gosh, if that is not a scary video, I don't know what is, man. Bringing you now to Athens in Greece with a band called Rudra. They produce a mix of black metal and sludge metal. It's their debut album in the name of Odium. It's released this Friday, the 13th of January as well, under Hammerheart Records. Vinyl is on its way as well. Yeah, it's stronger than me, you know. I can't, you know, I want to have them all, you know. It's not pure black metal here, it's coupled with elements of sludge as well, especially on the vocals, but it's 8 tracks for 53 minutes of harshness, of a lot of aggression there, but also some melodies from time to time. But yeah, this track is very, very violent, and wow. I just saw the video, you know, when I was preparing my material here for the recording of this video, and wow, this video is just amazing. But yeah, it's the band Rudra, so they are from Greece, and it was my other selection in black metal, even if it's black and sludge metal. This is it for black metal, but this is not it for the week, because I still have 2 albums in death metal and also 2 albums in doom, funeral doom, let's say. What do I start with? Come on, let's go with death metal. Starting with this one, and I know you're expecting it for sure. That's right, guys, the new Obituary. They have been here since 1989, the year where they released their great album Slowly We Rot, that has just been re-released in vinyl. I have it in my collection now, also with Cause of Death, the album of 1990. But they are here, they are back here with a 10th, 11? Let me see. It's their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's their 11th album called Dying of Everything. It released on the 13th of January as well under Relapse Records. 10 tracks for 45 minutes, and it's just, wow, you got obliterated, you know, when you listen to this album. It's great traditional death metal, and only them have this unique sound, you know, and wow, they are not so young anymore, and look what they still do, you know. It's amazing. Metal keeps us alive and keep us young. I'm telling you, this is the new Obituary album, and it's a great addition to their discography. But I also have a second death metal album to make you discover, and it's a new band, and I'm talking about this one. Thrashy death metal here with a new band called Leper Colony. They come from Germany, and it's their first studio album in the name of Leper Colony. 9 tracks for 33 minutes, so it's very short. They don't waste time, they cut their music, track by track, on this album. They mix it really fast, you know, and and the result is some pure traditional death metal, one of the best kinds, and it's absolutely great. If you love your traditional death metal, I strongly recommend you do not sleep on this one. It's a great addition to your selection of death metal for 2023 already. So now moving on to two last selections, and this time I'm bringing you to some doom metal. Well, the funeral doom metal fans of you guys obviously know this band. I'm talking about, of course, the new Ahab that are back, you know, with a fifth studio album. Their first one was back in 2006. The latest one was back in 2015. So it took them 8 years to come back, man. 8 years. Can you imagine that? They released the Boats of the Glen Carrying. It was in 2015. It's 8 years already. Wow, time flies, man. They are back here with their new album, The Coral Tombs, released under Napalm Records on January the 13th. 7 tracks for 66 minutes. Of course, it's funeral doom metal. We're not talking about 2 or 3 minute tracks here with regards to funeral doom metal, of course, and this one is no exception. We are really, again, with Ahab, you know, in the theme of, you know, the sea, you know, deep underground, you know, really in the abysses, and they talk about maybe some, you know, some octopuses, and you can see that in their videos as well, but they also have like a message, you know, in their lyrics regarding, you know, the global warming as well. And yeah, it's a great album. I think it's maybe not their best release to this date, but it's a great addition to their discography as well. It's been it's been, I think, a longer waiting, you know, from most of you guys, fans of Funeral Doom, and here we are with the new Ahab finally. Now I will end up this video by mentioning to you my future concert dates in this early 2023. I am gonna have the chance to see live, and also hopefully to meet them and greet them, the Russian band, the Russian atmospheric black metal band Grima. I'm gonna see them live really close to my place where I live, you know, 20 kilometers around, something like that, in a very small venue, and it's gonna be great. I hope to meet them, and I think it will be the case. I can't wait to see them live, you know, with their mask on, you know, and well, it's gonna be crazy. So this will be on the 5th of February. Later in April, I'm gonna go back in Alsace, in Colmar, more precisely in France, for a special night with second time Swallow the Sun. Saw them already last year. I just love it, and I met them also backstage. That was an amazing moment. So I hope to see Nico and his band again, you know, backstage after the gig. So it will be Swallow the Sun, but also Draconian in the same venue. That's gonna be in April. In May, I am gonna see Persephone, you know, touring with Ne Obliviscaris. Wow, for me, this is many years in the making, finally to see Ne Obliviscaris live. It's gonna be in Antwerp, in Belgium, in the month of May. But also in May, the same weekend, actually, there will be a little metal festival, like 60 kilometers from my place. I'm so blessed, man, because I bought the VIP tickets, so I will have the opportunity to meet and greet the bands as well. And and a part of the lineup of this 2-day festival, there will be Rotting Christ. Can you imagine that? Rotting Christ, and well, some other bands like Paradise Lost will be there as well. So I can't wait for that, man. It's gonna be awesome. So these are my future gigs planned for the first half of the year so far. So of course, if I have the opportunity, I will take some footage and maybe, you know, compile that in a video for you guys on the channel. So this is time to say goodbye, and I will see you very soon on the next video. Don't forget to like, to comment, to share, and subscribe to this channel if it's not done yet, as usual. And also don't forget, of course, to let the darkness blind you, because I will see you on the other side. This was Melo from Made Out of Metal, and we're gonna leave there, you know, with some Lucifer again. Yeah, why not? What the fuck? See you later, guys. Ciao.